This is Roger Dodger here, 49er, and basically I finished the job. Tank on, everything. I'm going to talk about some of the stuff, but I wanted to point this side cover out right here on the other side. This thing dropped down when I went to put the tank on. I didn't realize it, and you can't get it back on there, which I got a little video about that. So without pulling tank off, or modifying the little ring on this piece is what I did. Let's go back over here, and I just want to talk about the time and everything. So this is my little stuff they don't tell you. Okay, if you're not a really good mechanic experience, which I'm not a professional, I'd say 4 to 6 hours if you've never done it. Which for me, it was probably about 7. No to a full tank. Make sure your tank's not full, because that sucker's, it's just a hassle. So I would, it doesn't have to be completely empty, but I wouldn't do it on a full tank like I did. Side cover that links to the back, I showed you that. That one on the right side pushed down. After I got it all buttoned down, and I realized that sucker was sticking down. So I just cut a little, cut the O. It's got kind of like an O that fits on there, and it fit okay. It fit perfect. That worked. Sequence is very important, because you'll realize after you do some stuff, oh wait, man. So sequence is important. Fuel line that snaps on and off wasn't easy, because first it wouldn't come off for whatever. It slid out, but it wouldn't come all the way off, and I had to dinker with it, pushing that little button. And then when I got it on, I couldn't tell if it was fully snapped on. So that was another little bit of a problem. I'm going to show you the tools that I used and the stuff that I did, which I think is important. First, I had 3 different containers. That big one with the tools in it, I had the stuff for the crash bars, so the motor protector bars. I had that stuff in there, and then I had the tank, the little cup. One cup I had tank stuff that was directly related to the gas tank, and the other cup I had just the stuff that was related to the plastics. So I kept the gas tank and the plastics separate. That seemed to work well. So I only had 3 containers. Some of you may want to be more specific than that. And the thing is, because of the sequence, I put stuff on. When I was going back on with it, I just tested stuff. So when you test stuff, you'll figure out, what you need. And on this, I had this little cheapo heart, and I use that to put stuff on, because you don't want to over tighten it, and that thing doesn't get it very tight. And then to get stuff off, I use that. And so it didn't matter, if it was hard, stuck, it did that. I use this for the pinch clamps on the fuel line. I use this to get up under. I use this for a lot of stuff, because I could put my star thing on there too. So I was using this to come up underneath here. So I had to come up underneath. There was a bolt right up in there. So I had to come underneath with that. I use this thing to get the fuel line off. I had this as an extension, which goes on different stuff. I use this a couple of times, for some of the star bolts. And that's pretty much it. But I'll tell you what, man, it's a lot harder than it looks on YouTube. And it took a lot more time, because I wanted to get it right. And still, I screwed up, So as far as the sequence, I was like, oh, man, I put a couple things on. I was like, oh. So I wound up testing stuff. So anyway, Roger Dodger out. I hope this helps on your 1190 fuel tank. And I was doing the air cleaner. So Roger Dodger out.